What's up guys, it's Strongman from Empire Barbell. Today I'm doing a little bit of sandbag work. Now, I've long maintained that front carries are one of the best overall movements you can do for strongman because it carries over for so many things. But just for general strength and conditioning, it rounds out a lot of areas that people are weak in. If we look at the reason, let's say strongmen tend to have better deadlifters than a lot of powerlifters do, a lot of it comes down to time under tension. Deadlift sets are usually very short. They're explosive, but they don't last very long. So the amount of time that your posterior is under tension, it gets really limited. So your ability to build muscle is really limited. You know, I know a lot of you guys aren't exactly in love with your 15 rep Romanian deadlift sets. So there really is no other avenue where you can build that muscle and that base for heavy pulling muscles. So with things like carries, you're under tension for a lot longer. You do a long carry, you might be fully under that load for 30 or 45 seconds. I'm doing it to carry over to a block carry. It's at Nationals. This is the best analog I have. It's Mouser block, you know, the mythical Mouser block. But this is the best thing I have, so this is what I'm going to use instead. I'm going to lay it flat on the ground. I'm going to practice my picks. So what I'm doing now is just short sprints. I'm practicing speed on the pick, getting it into position, carrying, and I'm going to demonstrate a couple different techniques as we go. The first one is the quickest, but the hardest if you're built like me. That's with the bag lying flat, where you're going to bend over, get your hands under it, and pick it straight up in one motion. For as much as I might get made fun of for my pathetic reach when it comes to overhead pressing, I do compete in a sport that is pretty much all about bending over and picking things up. So I promise you, in the entirety of strongman, I'm not what you would call advantaged. And this is one of those situations. But it's forced me to be better. I have to have better mobility. My lower back and my midsection have to be a lot stronger and more rigid to be able to get deep and navigate those odd angles I have to get into. And my crushing strength has to be a lot better because I can't quite get the purchase on it that a lot of longer arm guys can. So to start out with this one, I'm going to start with my feet kind of wide because I'm still not as flexible as the average bear. And I'm really going to focus on getting right on the midline and getting my fingers underneath. Once I get a good purchase, I might even wiggle my fingers underneath to get more purchase on the bag. I'm going to crush and I'm going to brace my abs as hard as I can. I'm going to load in and I'm going to pull. And it's going to be pretty much just like a stone load. Now, if you're going for speed and the bag's light enough, you can just pull it in your lap and go. And that's what I'm going to have to do with the block. If it's a heavier bag or if it's a carry for distance where you want to get a better reset, you can pull it into your lap, re-grip, and then stand up. So the higher it is on your chest, the faster you're going to go. But if it's a short distance, you might waste more time repositioning than you'll save and running faster. So you really have to practice it out. This is where strategy comes in. So this is my first run at the flat pick. Feet wide, hips high, fingers underneath. Brace the midsection, load into it, and I'm going to reset. See, that was a crappy pick. You see how that rolled on me? That's not ideal. That meant I didn't have my hands underneath, so I didn't get as much purchase on it. So if I get my hands a little further, I can pack it in tighter. This is why you want lots of practice, because these are unruly. So I traditionally like the knot on the left side. So I'm going to try this, see if it's a little bit better, because I do have a popped bicep on one arm. There we go. So that's actually something I know about myself, and I didn't think it would be a factor right now because I was loading from the other way, but apparently that slowed me down more than I thought it would. So in the future, and I do this in contests anyways, I'll lay the knot to the left. This arm lags a little bit, and I feel like I can get a little bit more purchase. I can get underneath it more on the knotted side, where the fatter, wider end, my strong arm gets under, and it just works out a little bit better. It's just one of those things you have to navigate. You know, those old strongman war injuries. So the other way to pick it, I can't pick the block like this, but the other way to pick it, and this is how I tend to pick heavier bags, is I tend to stand it up first. So if it's standing up like this, especially if it's a race, you can stand it up and you can play quick draw where you get the ready, set, go. I push it into this hand, grab underneath, and pull it right in. So if I can try that a little faster. Ready, set. And then once it's up, pull in, lean back, and go. Building up foot speed is really just a matter of practicing going fast. In the beginning, your instinct is going to be a sprint. You're going to realize really quickly that you'll feel like you can run. As your hammies fatigue, they won't fire as quick, and that's how you go ass over tin cup. So you'll see a lot of guys with keg runs or bag runs. Their first time, they'll just eat shit because they're going too fast. So you got to find a good pace. Being able to really haul takes time, takes practice. That's going to be most of what you do in strongman. It's going to be moving quick. So you always want to handle bags that, or kegs or whatever implements that allow you to move faster, because you're not going to get faster moving slow. So yeah, I recommend regularly coming back to sprints, work intervals, work transition time, practice being quick. The quicker you can get it in your hands and get it in your lap, you're going to save energy, which means you're not going to get gassed out immediately. But that's going to be how you shape those split seconds in a foot race. And I know because I've lost a lot of foot races. So let me give a couple runs with this. That's fantastic. Got a nail in my back. I'm gonna get a couple runs with this, and then we're gonna try the 300. So those runs went pretty good. I haven't carried a bag since earlier this year, like it's 6 or 7 months. It's kind of like riding a bike, but you definitely need time to dial it in before you see it in a contest. Again, transition time's big. You don't want to have any uncertainty or doubt going into a pick. You want to know where to grab it, where it's strong, and you want to be able to just get it up and go. So again, speed is more of the issue rather than endurance. So all those transition pointers, I'm just drilling. So I did 4 quick runs. That was a 240 bag. So now I'm going to try the bane of my existence. Is, I don't know if you can see it. That's the 300-pound bitch right there. 6 full 50-pound bags of sand. It is very long, very awkward. My short little wingspan has a hard time navigating it. So if I stand it up and tilt it, it's a lot easier for me. But today I'm going to practice picking it flat from the ground, because that's how I'm going to have to pick the block. It's a 310 block at Nationals. It's not going to be more awkward than this. There's right angles, there's handles on it that I'll be able to grab. So I figure if I can lap and load this pretty quickly, the block should be comparable. But yeah, you got to watch me squirm around with this for a few minutes. So enjoy. Now the one plus of this thing is that it's dense, which means getting a handle on it just a little bit better. But the sheer width and girth of it, it's like pick your poison. takes a lot out of me. That's enough fun for today.